Go live. Am I live? Am I live? Aisha. Hello everybody, hello. Oh, let me put on some music. Alright, I hope the music is loud enough. I'm gonna go on my own YouTube. Alright, 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just double checking if everything's all good. Oh, there you go. Alright. Oh wow, the latency is okay. So, for this stream, I'm testing out low latency, so that means you guys can ask me questions much easier in this live stream, because it's close to real time, but it's not real time, but it's closer to real time. So, alright, 1 second. Let me just set up something. Yeah, let me just set up something real quick, and I'm gonna be right back. Alright, I'm back. Welcome. Hello, Chaka, hello, welcome. So, today we'll be going over, the explanation and guide of Zhen Qinglong. It's our new things, for today. And we're also gonna be going over the new mode that is the, dimensional Odysseus, and also have some news to share with you guys before I start everything, and also just to wait for people to join as well, because I think there's 6 of you already. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. 1 second. I'm just gonna go over the news that I'm gonna talk about now. So and just to wait for people to come as well. And again, if you're watching this in later or from the future, everything I talked about will be timestamped in the comments and in the description. So if you're watching this later, just let you go to the comment and description. How about Zhen Qinglong? Is it better than Gala RV? In my opinion, yes. And I'm gonna get into that later. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that after I go over the news. So, 1 second. Alright, bye. Yeah, you cough a little bit. And again, if you have any questions, this is also a quick Q&A stream. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat. And if you're watching this later, you can always ask me questions in our Discord. And the link to our Discord is in the comments and in the description. So, alright. So, well, let's start with the first news for today. Well, the first news is for today. I'm actually gonna go over this one. So I recently got a fan art of me, and they actually tagged by Frost Nova Ren or NTR Nagao of the Radar, but I really love it, and I hope you guys can show some support too. Go like the thing and go support. This is, I think, my second Femoral that I got, but I really like this one as well. I mean, I like all the ones that I got, but yeah, my English, yeah, but yeah, again, thank you, NTR, thank you, Nagao. Yeah, thank you. I found it so cool because the eyeliner, so. Alright, well, that's enough for this, but again, I'm gonna talk about this later maybe, and, but for full detail, you can go into my community post. And the second news, alright, hold on. So, the second news, ad is over. Ad is completely done. Yeah, ad meta is ad meta is over now with this new part. So what this new part does is every second it will basically vaporize. Yeah, they'll vanish one of the enemy clones within a certain area. And the more you level up this part, the bigger the area that it covers. So every 1 second, within the area, the enemy clones will just disappear, vanish. So not destroyed, but vanish. So that means ad meta is completely over now. Yeah, ad meta. Well, it's not completely over, but it's even there's a really heavy hit on ad. So dead inside. Yeah. So again, like yeah, ad is over party. Yeah, ad. I'm pretty sure this some people will be happy, some people will be sad, but this new part, yeah, again, how do you say, based on the people, who is guide, they all said that ad is over with this new part. Yeah, with this new part, completely destroys ad, because again, it does not destroy the clones. So that means it won't trigger any skills that that involve destroying the clones. Like for example, the X-bomb and stuff like that. They won't do it. Their clone will just disappear, and it's not like a projectile, right? It's like a aura. It's like a aura effect. So that means as long the clone is near, whoever have this part, then it'll disappear. But you do need to sacrifice your support slot for this. So that means you'll be sacrificing either emergency detach, or you'll be sacrificing chassis stabilizers, which both are pretty good parts. However, in this meta, which I think in NC is still 4 ad, if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna go into NC, right, and I'm gonna go into just yeah. Is anyone still using ad? No, I mean 3 Shinken the Dragon. But is there any more ad? It might, yeah. Ad might just be dead now. Yeah, ad might just be dead now. Cause as long, oh never mind. There's still one more ad, or 1 ad. But I don't think there's a unit that runs 2 ad now. I think so. Yeah. Oh, and feel free to share this stream with other people. Tell them that I started streaming, and everything. Yeah. So ad is over, guys. Ad is finally over. Is it current like Soka said? Alright, allow me to go into the shop real quick. Dimensional shop, right? I don't think the shop is here anymore. As far as I know, the shop is pretty good. So, if there was a shop, actually. But the shop gives, like, I know the shop gives I think a part, like a parts box, and also give a full copy of Dimensional Knight. So so yeah. Is Dimensional good at 9-star? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is good at 9-star. I mean, it is good at 5-star. Yes, and I'm gonna get into that later. Again, yeah, I'm gonna get into that very soon. So, alright. So I think that's all the news. And the third news is just the new Dimensional Odysseus. Can we get a free beast? Yes, or at least for NC. Yes, for NC. Back when NC just started. We get a free, or not free, we still need to redeem it, but we can exchange a 8-star. Yeah, we can exchange an 8-star dimensional beasts. So, alright, but yeah. So, and the third news for today, Dimensional Odysseus, and again, this I want to say this is like a corp focus. Like a core focused mode, but it's more like it'll benefit you a lot if you're in a corp that is more active. For example, like one of our corps, and our corps is always recruiting. So again, if you want to do good in this mode, feel free to join our Rabbit Corps. I'm gonna get into that later, but yeah. But if you are not in an active corp, I mean, I still suggest to switch a corp. But you don't need to worry, because you will be automatically paired with 58 other people, or 58 other, or you automatically join another corpse, who also doesn't have all 58 members for this team. So, and basically, after the registration, your whole fleet for this mode will all be active players. So you don't need to worry about people being, you don't need to worry about not being in active corp. So because you need to enroll into that, yeah, you need to enroll into the corp in order to do that. So, and see that, oh wow, so many people is enrolled. Nice. But yeah, again, you just enroll and you'll be put into, and you'll be put with your guilds. And if your guild doesn't have full, for example, we have 1, 2, 3. We probably have like 20 people enrolled, right? Then we will be paired with another corp who also have like 20 people enrolled, and then maybe some random people who is not in the corp, or some random people who is in a not active corp, for example. So looking forward to this. Again, I still strongly suggest you guys to join one of our guilds. And if you see a rabbit in front of it, Rabbit Saga, Rabbit Patch, Rabbit HQ, Rabbit Squad, these are one of our corps. So, and if you see there are 4, don't fear. Just join our Discord and we will make room for you. So again, come join our Discord. It will really help in this new mode. And also there's potentially more core PvE and PvP mode coming soon. So that's that. And now let's get into the Zhen Qinglong. And I hope no one have left yet. Is Zhen Qinglong good at 5-star? I want to say it's good, but it is usable. It is usable at 5-star. So usable at 5-star. That's what I'm gonna say for now. And I'm gonna get into it, and I'm gonna tell you why as well. So, alright, so let's start with Zhen Qinglong. Let me just double check if there's still people here. The other people, you know what? Why not? Oh, and please consider giving this video a like, cause yeah, it seems like today the we're not doing as good. And getting Zhen Qinglong. Why is it so hard to get anyway? Yeah, I mean, everyone wish it was just a retrofit, but I mean, I don't, the dev doesn't like fun, I guess, or the dev doesn't think for free to play or something. So, what can we do, right? What can we do? But well, let's get into it. And again, definitely tell people to come as well. And also the chat is real time, so you guys can ask me any question and I can answer immediately. So, alright, so first looking at Zhen Qinglong, first of all, it have amazing art, and especially for this art, it was made it was leaked well before, and just giving this unit a lot more hype. But then when I see like the actual model and like the actual art of this thing, some people is a bit disappointed, but I don't know. I think it's still pretty cool. And there's also some other Easter eggs behind. We don't know if they are the new units or not. Alright, so let's start with the basic info. For its HP, weight, size, and velocity. And if you're just looking at this, right, Zhen Qinglong actually have one of the few of the. I mean, it's not the lowest, but few of the lowest. I think it is the lowest. Yeah, few of the lowest base stat of most recent Venom units. Its HP is at 6900, which is nice, but it's also quite low. Its weight is at 113. It's not too heavy. And again, the heavier the unit is, the more beneficial it is. So it being on a lighter side is a detrimental to in PvP. So, but it's not it's not that big of a deal. But it is kind of a bad stat to have a lower weight. And velocity being 85, which is slower than some of the Sunbatch unit that's coming out, I believe. So if we go into some Sunbatch unit recently, I believe it's slower than even Euro range is heavier than Zhen Qinglong, and much faster than, well, not much faster, but also very well faster than Zhen Qinglong as well. So yeah, so its base stats are pretty low, but its other things, like from its chassis to its unique abilities, makes up for its survivability, or makes up for its lack in stats. What's it called? More than other better units that can do. I guess. So or yeah, like their chassis and their unique abilities makes up for these mediocre stats. So, alright, so starting for the chassis features, 4 Spirit Beats, Qinglong plus Quaking Thunderbolt. So upon performing a mecha action, apply the target with a Thunder token for 2 seconds, decreasing for 2 seconds, decreasing its defense against EM attributed attacks. So basically the EM attacks by 35%. And the token cannot be stacked. Upon receiving damage dealt by the enemy with the token counters, nullify that damage and release a Thunder Bidding attack with a minimal interval of 0.5 seconds at a cost of 1 Thunder token. So this one is pretty straightforward, unlike some recently new chassis. But basically, is after it performs a mecha action, all of its attack will apply the target with a thunder token. And this thunder token is a bit different from the debuff or from the traditional debuff as this debuff cannot be cleansed by cleansing moves. For example, say Qin skill. I believe Qin also I believe Qin's one cleanse. If not, then Judith, the Judith cleanse skill, and Lex, or I guess Juris 7's I guess chassis. So any move that cleanses, debuff and buffs, this buff or this debuff or this quote unquote debuff will not be affected by cleansing. So I don't think it's the only one. I don't think this is the only debuff that ignores cleansing, but it is pretty unique. And the 35% defense decrease for thunder attack is pretty insane. Pretty much already makes up for or just any using any electric with this debuff, or using any electric weapon against you with this debuff will do massive damage to the enemies, especially with Zhen Qinglong. So, alright, hold on, let me read some chat. I think they really hate me, or the RNG hates me. I can't reach Trail, yeah. Walk tag chassis. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you really think about it, it's pretty, that's pretty simple, I guess. But also, I don't know why they make that the name is so complicated as well. So, in front of me, I have one slot. Okay, just add me. My name is YuYuBunny dash YouTuber. So, alright, yeah, I'm gonna add you after this stream. So, and the second chassis is upon receiving, or this is the one that we unlock with the duplication, with the dupes. So upon receiving damage dealt by the enemy with the thunder token, so if they have the debuff, and also they can only have one of the debuff, so you couldn't just stack 10 debuff on it and have it and have it have negative and have it have 100% defense decrease. So when you get hit by the thunder unit with the thunder token, it will nullify the attack similar to or I think it had the same property of memory armor. So same property as memory armor. Let me go into the same property as the where's memory armor? Well, memory armor is an old part. Yeah, there you go. Or modify memory metal, notify enemies every 1 second. It have a similar attribute. So basically, it will do that, which is a very powerful move and increases its survivability and tankiness by a lot. And also it will release a thunder beating attack with a minimum of 0.5 second at the cost of 1 thunder token. So what this does, I think I can do a little demonstration. So let me apply the debuff real quick. So now most of the units should have a debuff now. You can release the attack, and you see how so that little suckage or that little thunder rings are the thunder beatings, and that's actually a really powerful move. It has short range, but it does suck the enemy. If the enemy gets hit by it, first of all, it'll get CC by the thunder, and it'll get stuck closer to Zhen Qinglong for it to do more actions, or for it to connect action much easier to it, because again, Zhen Qinglong is the 5th melee mecha, so that means it doesn't have as much range compared to units that uses sword. So having this thunder beating is really useful, just to have zone or not zone, just to decrease distance between enemy and Zhen Qinglong. So very powerful chassis. It's not iframe per se, but it's just nullify the damage, and also basically it can CC. It is pretty offensive, and it is it's defensive, offensive, and it also have control. Actually have very good crowd control ability. So very good chassis. But if you're but I don't think, the second chassis is good, but the first chassis is good enough. So I guess after I finish explaining how these units work, you can decide if you want to have the first upgrade as a chassis or not. So alright, so that's for the chassis. Hold on, let me okay, alright, so now to the weapons. So for the weapons, First weapon is both fist melee. Suddenly it is a 4 that is a 4 attribute melee, so it cannot be buffed by the what's called by the super robot fist. But you don't really want to do that either, because usually you'll want to build it with a claw. So just imagine that is the thing real quick. Actually, I don't think I had a claw on this count, so I'm just going to that thing. So because it has double fist, usually you will want to go for energy devour claw, because first of all it increases the melee attack range. Plus it's actually because it does majority of its attack is EM, so it cannot life steal, and using the energy devouring claw will further boost its survivability, because Zhen Qinglong actually does a lot of, or I'll get into that later as well. We want to talk about the unique abilities, but it does a lot of hits, which will be really, really beneficial with the claw. However, using the claw will be a more defensive use. But with the new part, the electromagnetic blade, this part might be much better compared to might be much better offensively compared to the claw. So and I'll have you decide on what you're gonna do later when I get into the build. So yeah, so its first two weapon being both fists does give them the possibility of using those two parts. Or those two parts will be the only part that you might use for Zhen Qinglong. And so the second, or it's not the second, but the third and fourth, which is kind of the second weapon that it has, is the sweeping thunderstorm. What this does is it kind of shoots out a little thundering blast that can actually it is not like it is a projectile, but I think it's a hit scan. So that means you have again very high accuracy if it can even miss. But yeah, very high accuracy and very strong move, especially in this ad meta, where if you hit one of the ad clones, then it will bounce because most ad clones will be much closer together, making hold on, my pacing is off. Yeah, once that hits a target, it will bounce to the, or if there's unit nearby, it will bounce to the closest enemies, and it will do that at a maximum of 4 times. So it's a very strong CC move in PvP, in a PvP setting, and in PvE as well, if they don't have full immune. But yeah, overall this is very good skill. Again, very high accuracy, and just bounces. Just how do you say? It doesn't. I mean, and it also does a lot of damage as well. So very strong move for PvP, especially in this ad meta where there's a lot of units on the field, to a point where if this move, like whenever it uses this move, there's a guarantee that it will hit at least one ad clone and potentially bounce to like the real unit that they have. For example, their Euro, or the unit that or unit that they don't have full immune with. So very strong move. And also or I guess is mega weapon. This move is actually one of the, it's also a very strong move. Come and use it. It creates a, come on. There you go. Okay, so basically it creates like a thunder AoE attack, like a thunder cloud AoE attack, making it basically, just know it does super high damage and super high CC abilities, and the closer to the center of the let me show you again. The closer to the center of the attack, the higher damage that it will do. And if they just get hit by it, like even in the outer rim where there's lower attack, as long as you get hit by it, then the unit will be slowly stuck to the middle to do maximum damage. And usually, if this hits, especially in like an ad infested area, there's a high chance that you can just take out their whole quadrant of ad, because it groups all the enemies together while doing massive damage. And potentially, even if you can get their real units, like not the ad clones, like at the ad itself, or you're into this Clouds of Thunders, there's a potential of just one-shotting them immediately, and depending on what parts you use as well. So, hey, hello, welcome. I think I broke my pacing a little bit again, but yeah, I hope it's fine. Yeah, welcome. Thank you guys so much for coming. Alright, so again, both range moves are very powerful, and especially for both the Sweeping Storm and the War Thunder, because there's very low like attack lag, I guess. It doesn't really affect them on, or that doesn't really affect it using its what's called the melee abilities, because a lot of units, like a lot of melee units, does suffer from having more range in it, because it might screw with their what's called the melee chain potentials. So, but Zhen Qinglong doesn't have this problem, and surprisingly, all of his ranged weapons are pretty powerful in a PvP setting. So, in PvE as well, but not against PvE bosses. Only in the traditional stage clearing units, because staging in the in the chapter battles, there's more units for it to chain the thunder with, and just they will be scared. They will be CC by the thunder. So, yeah, I think that covers about covers of the weapon. Now to its unique abilities, and its unique abilities are the truly unique part of Zhen Qinglong, even if its range weapon is already strong enough. So the first combo, Lightning, it's just a little normal combo attack that everyone has. It does three punches. It does the punch itself does electro damage with the CCs, and it will also do some impact damage. For example, that you can see that aside from the yellow one, attack, you can also see there's there's like a 3 hit of impact normal type damage that deals to it. Just further improve his damage, very nice. So I don't know why I just tripped there, but it does that sometimes. Oh, okay, yeah, I think it got bounced back by the tank. Yeah, I think it got bounced back by the tank because it's so light, which is which is a bad thing. So, alright, but basic combo attack everyone has. Thunder Roll is a really good counter abilities. Again, makes up for its lack of HP and makes up for its lack of weight, and makes up that lack of weight and just mediocre stats in general. And again, this is also an action. So after using this, his other attack will give the thunder token to the enemy as well. It does like a really powerful kick that does, I guess, multiple or more a multi-hit damage. And what's good about it is because it is multi-hit. So that means it's pretty that's pretty good against. I mean, it's pretty good against unit armor such as Firm Steel, and just will benefit a lot for if you're using claws for more HP regeneration. So yeah, very good counter. I mean, it's not the best. It's not the best. That's not the best move in the game, but it's still very powerful and just overall pretty good. Its accuracy is a bit concerning, especially in this high speed meta, but overall, not a bad move. Or not a bad counter. So. And and combined with the Thunder Token chassis, it can further improve its I guess accuracy with by just sucking the enemy closer to you. So and of course it shoots out a freaking like a thunder like a dragon head at the end. Thus again it's a bit slow, so accuracy might be a trouble, but what's it called? But I mean, that is a cool thing to have, I guess. And although that is a projectile, that little dragon head is buffed by melee parts, or is considered as a melee how do you say, like a melee attack. So. Alright, so for this block and side evade and melee evasion, yeah. 2 evasion and 1 block. Pretty good. What's good about these is because these will work these will work in conjunction with its chassis, which makes it pretty powerful. Especially in the 1v1 setting, or if the enemy is closer to you, like if he is brawling with like a melee units, it can really just see, I'm not even using any offensive moves, but it is really sucking the links close to it just by dodging it. Just by dodging around. So again, very good dodge, very good melee evade, and very good side evade. And also when it is evading and when it is using the chassis, it will also suck the enemies like along with the evasion. So it's also, I mean, I don't know if that will do any good for you, but it is, I guess, a good preposition tool, I guess. So yeah, not too bad. Just further boosts its like survivabilities, making it as mediocre stats, not really a weakness anymore. So yeah, overall not too bad. Alright, so now for the roaming cloud. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. So for the roaming clouds, it kind of dashes forwards, do some punches attack along the way, and also it'll go into stealth. So it's very interesting because usually people will just go usually stealth are more utilized in range units, or at least one, or if there's one move that uses stealth, usually is utilized in range unit because it cuts aggro and stuff. But this one, I mean, Ad also has one, but it's pretty good to have one as it cuts aggros, which is a potential CC for the enemy team as well. So let me do it. There you go. So it goes to stealth for about 1 second or 0.5 second, and cuts the aggro while doing while dashing forward, zoning closer to the enemy while being stealth. So it won't be targeted when it's approaching, and just a very strong approach option. And right after that, if it can hit, he can do it. That can do one of his very powerful counters, or can use one of his strong mini attacks as well. So very strong. It's probably one of the best zoning tool. Probably one of the best zoning moves in the game as well, because it is extremely safe. And also have CC. It is attacking while it's doing it, and have CC potentials as well. And if you can combine it with the chassis, that will be even better. So, and also this move, like the storming cloud, it will do it right at the beginning of the battle as well. So it will immediately dash forward, getting closer. For example, see, it will immediately use storming clouds at the start of the battle just to go closer to the enemy. So I guess just keep that in mind. That if you always see Zhen Qinglong just goes forward and die, but don't worry, it is safe because it cuts aggros with the stealth. So, is Zhen Qinglong meta? I would say in this ad meta, only ad is meta. Only ad and Euro might be meta. I mean, Zhen Qinglong can potentially do good against ad, but we'll see how it goes. Because back then Zhen Qinglong got screwed pretty hard by ad in NC as well. So, but after Healer came out, then Zhen Qinglong become quite good actually. So yeah, the rainbow is kind of weak. That makes me wonder if the the Mecha is strong or not. Waiting for me to finish the examination, and I would give like a overall opinion on it. So so far everything I talk about is pretty good so far. There's no real glaring weakness at the moment, but I am gonna get into his weaknesses later on as well, and how to go against it. So that's the roaming clouds, and its second to last move is a counter as well. How do you say? It is a counter. It feels like an X, it feels like it's supposed to be an alt, but it is a counter. What it does is it's kind of similar to Galahad's ult, but that doesn't have the little closing mouth at the end to do the massive damage. And but at the same time, this one does do the electro damage. You know, basically having it basically making it able to CC while doing it, and because it's a lot of hits, it will also benefit a lot with the claw and with or with the new electro support parts as well. So and of course, as you can see, it can work in conjunction with the chassis to make it stay closer to enemies, so its fist might not miss. Because as strong as this move is, it can miss sometimes. Even against unit that isn't too fast, because even though the unit is not moving too fast, Zhen Qinglong is moving pretty fast still. Alright, so it's a pretty good counter, but I think the Thunder Roll might be slightly better, just because I guess the action is much the action is much bigger, and if you miss the action, there's potential space between you and the enemy. So yeah, so that's a very good counter, a very high damage counter, and having 2 counters again already makes it pretty good in PvE with the defensive moves. So alright, so now for the last skill. The last skill is very interesting, as it is one of the most iconic moves in Iron Saga as well, because that's the one that Qinglong throws the enemy, basically grabs the enemy, and this one grabs the enemy, goes up in the sky and just slam him down while spinning. So very, very strong move, and it will also do a little rain before. I'm pretty sure for a lot of people, they probably doesn't know even know what that rain does, which I'm gonna explain now. So I'm gonna start with what the move does first. So what the move does is it will let me cease fire, go, and it's gonna hide. So it does a kick, and so it does a very powerful kick. It will go through enemies, and after that kick ended, if there's enemy nearby, then it will force grab it. Doesn't matter, you will see, it's force grab, kind of like a Linda plus Zhen Qinglong, where it will just kind of teleports onto Zhen Qinglong's hand. So if there's enemy nearby in a certain radius, it'll be force grabbed immediately by the Zhen Qinglong, and there you go. It'll be force grabbed by the Zhen Qinglong, and does the huge big damage spin and slam it on the floor. And after it gets slammed on the floor, and it'll also do a little kick at the end, just I guess kick the units away. So very powerful move. However, it does have the potential of missing. So if, for example, I'm not sure if I can demonstrate it now, but if for some reason the kicks too far from the enemies, so I'm gonna actually stay very close to the enemy, because if I stay very close, and if he uses his ult very, very close to the enemy, there you go. And you see, it doesn't do the spin because he's not close enough with the there's no enemy within that radius, therefore it cannot force grab and finish the combo. And it's just like a little kick, which at least it is safe, I guess. You don't doesn't force do the spin action and just give itself that tons of lag, but it is still not really a good thing. So ideally you can use this move not in front of enemy's face, but say that bit mid-range to long range, because if it does it too close, it can miss the enemies that gets radius. However, even if it misses, doesn't matter, because the rain that it does is what's I want to say it's the most powerful things that she will have, but it is probably one of the most unique things that it has. So what this ring does is it will cleanse the whole field, both friend and foe, for I believe it is friend and foe for 3 seconds straight. So that means say goodbye to your Gmo, say goodbye to your buff and debuffs. It will just cleanse the whole field, putting everyone in the equal playing field. So very powerful move. Just kind of I don't think this is the only move that force cleanse the whole field, but it might be like again, a force cleanse for 3 seconds of the whole field is already good enough as a like as an action. So very powerful. And also I think I mentioned before how the thunder token. The thunder token is not a debuff that the cleanse can cleanse. So that means even if it cleanses the whole field, its thunder token will still be there. So just making it, I guess, like a synergy to work with its chassis. As you know, as its debuff wouldn't get as the chassis debuff wouldn't get notified by the cleanse. So very powerful move. And also just to make it even more stronger, it will also heal Zhen Qinglong about 20% HP every time it rains. So again, even if it missed a grab, as long as the rain is there, it is already pretty broken. It kind of just again, just say goodbye to your Gmo, say goodbye to all of your buff except for the buff that Zhen Qinglong applies to it. So yeah, very powerful. Is there anything else to the rain? But yeah, 3 seconds of 3 seconds of cleansing. And you can see the effect on it by just looking at the visual effect. So but yeah, overall, not bad. I mean, it's not some huge damage move like some new units, but it is it is one of the. It's kind of like a very powerful and top tier utility, I guess. So yeah, very strong. And I think that covers about the basics of Zhen Qinglong. So now let's get into, I guess, my thoughts on it. So my thoughts on it is just very powerful. It is a unit that, despite having a low base stat, its chassis and its chassis does everything. It's offensive. It's defensive. And it can also CC the enemies. And all of them will work in conjunction with its unique abilities to do further damage, and everything it does is a lot of hits. So that means it will really benefit from parts such as the electromagnetic, the electro blade, and the claw. So and the claw is physical weapon have 7% chance of absorbing 1.5 seconds, and I think that this one will go higher as you go. So the more hit that you do, right, then you will heal more HP. So very powerful. Or it doing consecutive or it doing multi-hit damages really benefits what it does. Unlike say Kundun, where it only does one big damage to the enemies, and that will just be nullified by the by firm steel. So yeah, very powerful. And also again, because of his chassis, that minus defense for EM weapon by 35%. Plus his multi-hit, there's a high chance that it will proc firm steel every single hit. So that means if Zhen Qinglong lands like the counter, like the thunder, the 10-second counter, I mean, I want to say it will one-shot them because most of the time they have other defensive mechanisms, but there's a potential of it just proccing firm steel like 20 times and just killing it on and killing the enemy on the spot, or just cripple them with like half health and also CC by the thunder. So yeah, very powerful. And also and same thing with the unique abilities. They have stealth, very good on cutting the tractions, further boosting its survivabilities, and it has a ring that heals its stealth by 20%, which is insane. And also just cleansing the whole field. So it's like a debuff. Yeah. So it can do everything, right? It can do everything they can think of. Aside from maybe providing buff to the enemy, I mean, again, I think it still does. If you're using like a thunder team, for example, if you're somehow still using, I mean, I get this is one of the downsides. So for example, right, you see how EM damage is reduced EN attribute attack defense reduced by 35%. But is there any strong EN EM unit as of late? Most units are not EM recently. I guess if you're still using, say, like Diablo. Yeah, I mean, even Diablo is not for electricity. So let's see. What else? I mean, if you're using Tsukuyomi, I don't think people will use Tsukuyomi. And even then, the Retrofit has ice attribute. Does more ice attribute units. Yeah, so I guess Corella. So see, one of the downside on the, I guess, like for Zhen Qinglong is because there's no real strong thunder units as of late, or strong thunder units that you will want to put on your team, making it kind of, or making the buff only apply to himself, and that is kind of detrimental. Or it's not detrimental, but it could have been better if there's stronger thunder units in the game right now. So, but sadly, Zhen Qinglong is only one that is sort of meta. So this debuff will only buff, or this team buff will only buff himself, basically, or will only buff itself. And what else? But yeah, but aside from that, everything is a plus except for it being a fist melee weapon. Because one of the, because one of the biggest weakness of, I guess, most fist melee in general is just, first of all, short range, or much shorter range compared to units that use a sword. And also, since it's using fist, it will just die hard against anyone who uses fork. And fork, and what I mean by fork is the where is it? C part. Yeah, C part. So if you're using, so I guess if you want to go against, if you want to fight against Zhen Qinglong, just put on forks. Cause I mean, I won't say it's a weakness, even though it is, because this happened to every single fist type melee. Or not every single one, but most fist type. Most fist type units have this weakness. Is it will just go dumb against units with fork. So let me see if I can demonstrate. So let's I'm gonna go on my account and see, and I'm gonna, why can't I alright. What can I don't know why I couldn't click it, but you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna go in here, and I'm going to go into the battle. I'm just gonna pick anyone with fork. So who have fork? Fork. And who have fork? So I just want to demonstrate how fork will affect. I mean, that won't just kill it, but sort of, honestly, because it just, like, it will makes it miss most of its attack, especially the counters. It will just not hit at all for the most of the time. So let's see, hold on. Whereas anyone with hold on, yeah, is there anyone with it's hard to find it. It's hard to find. Is no one's using Tianchen anymore. No. Hold on. Yeah, I just need to find a Tianchen real quick. To demonstrate. Yeah, probably should have done that earlier. So, but yeah. So that's one of its weakness. And if you want to go against it, for example, after Healer came out, and everyone start using Zhen Qinglong, then you can start. Put on fork to go against Zhen Qinglong. So if you want to, no one uses Tora. No one uses Tora. Oh, there you go. Finally, there you go. Tianchen, and then I'm gonna have it just attack Tianchen and see what happens, right? See, you see how it just misses the enemy. Yeah, see, like, it doesn't, it does not work, like, it will not work. I have him attack off. So, this is the weakness of Qinglong. It's just fork, and you'll die if you get fork. So that's one of its biggest weakness, I guess. Yeah, like it's not even doing anything. It just punches him and then just teleports away. So yeah. But yeah, well, that's Zhen Qinglong, and honestly, aside from that, the only other weakness it has is probably full immune. But even then, full immune does not. Full immune only negates, only negates the status effect. But Zhen Qinglong can do a lot of Zhen Qinglong can do a lot of like high damage already without without a CC. Zhen Qinglong is still a very powerful unit that can dish out a lot of new DPSs, especially with the new the Electro Blade. So yeah, very powerful. So two weaknesses, just fork and full immune, I guess. And another reason why it is pretty good, or I guess pretty good in PvP, is because it doesn't have any grab moves. Like, it doesn't have any move that will try to grab the opponents. Every move it has is just a kick, like just punches, and doesn't grab me. Wait, the last thing is the grab is the force grab. So I guess this is like the number one rule. Like it's not anymore, but this is one of the biggest rule in PvP is you don't want to have grab moves, because again, most units in PvP have chassis stabilizers, which can screw with your which can make you immune to grab, and if you fail grab, then it's super punishing for the grabber side, because say Shenwu versus someone with anyone with chassis stabilizers, it will try to grab the units and it will just kind of get knocked out, like they'll just get kind of tripped down the floor and just be hit by the enemies. So and it not having any grab moves is just very nice. And of course, and its own grab move being a force grab, and you need force grab, or the only grab move that can survive into this PvP is a force grab. So. But yeah, okay, so that's about it for Zhen Qinglong. I believe if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat. And let's get into some builds. So yeah, the raid ball is kind of weak. I was wondering. See, the thing is, the raid boss doesn't really speak on the unit strength. So some does, I guess, some does, but most of the time it doesn't. And Zhen Qinglong, again, although Zhen Qinglong is good at almost everything, it doesn't really like it isn't really immune to the things, or like that immune to final damage increase and stuff like that. So. Why is anyone still here? 10 people. Anyway, well, 10 people. Let's get into builds, I guess. So this is what I will actually build for. But again, this might not reflect on the current meta in EN. So, and the pilots, honestly, the pilot choice is just whatever the strongest whatever the strongest pilots in PvP now is. For example, if I were to use Zhen Qinglong now, then I will obviously pick awakened pilots. Any awakened pilots, it doesn't matter that not her. Now it can be Becca's, it can be Becca's, it can be Riona that awakened. As long as it's the latest strongest unit, it will work. So for me now, or if you're from the future, then you can use like the awakened pilots, because they are the strongest units now. But if you're in and depending on what unit comes out first, right? For example, when Zhen Qinglong was released in NC, most people will put it on Hydra, because Hydra is the best pilot at the time. So just put on Hydra and all is good. And when Hydra is not the best anymore, you just go to the new best pilots. And because Ian doesn't have Hydra yet, then you can just go for the unit. Yeah, then you just go for the units that is one tier below. you can use Moray. So you can use Moray because she's just very powerful. There's most of her moves will will be as long their skills. Okay, as long their skill doesn't conflict with the units, then it's fine. For example, you don't want to use the Black Knight on it because the Black Knight needs a sword for one of his skill to work. That's why you don't want to use that's why you don't want to use the Black Knight on it, or the Knight, I mean the Black Knight pilots. I believe you can even use Lioma on it because Lioma have anti-immunity, right? Yeah, Lioma have anti-immunity, and Lioma doesn't really need Chassis Stabilizers, so you can free up the Chassis Stabilizer with say the interruption device for even more CC, or you can go for even more defensive ability with the with the emergency detachment, and for the part and if you have his third skill max, you can just put on radioactive armor for full immunity as well. So again, just kind of go down the road, or depending on what units you have. For example, if you have Act, right, and you want to put Moray on Act because she's the best fighter right now, and you want Act to survive, then just go down one level. Then you go down one level. It's like Lioma. It's like let's say, wait, who else is good in PvE? And I don't think Qin will be the best choice. Like, it's probably the third choice, but most unit will work. Again, most units, most pilots will work as long as their skill does not conflict with what was that? You can even put on the Tama EOS pilots because he have full immune already, and full immune means you can free up the supports part and put on a rewind. So where's rewind? Rewind. I don't have rewind as well. Yeah, there you go. You can put on rewind, and but you do need Chassis Stabilizer for him. Again, just what you want is just anything that enter knockdown. For example, you either want Chassis Stabilizers, or you want say him, the anti-knockdowns. So you don't want this one, or you want GA2. One of each, one of each. You need one of each unless your pilot already does it. So yeah, you need free up one space for putting on one of them. So I personally would just go for Moray or maybe Lioma, because Lioma really benefits from it, I think. But it's up to you. I don't think Lioma is the best choice on it at all, but then just do some experience on it. I wonder if Pride will work. Cause if you could just make it like a more like a cleansing abilities, it might actually. Like that if you can make a spam, that you can make a spam his last move, then that could be a pretty cool build as well. And so you can literally put on Barmov, or you can put on that Polo if you want to put it on. So who else? I mean, if you go down high enough, you can even put on that he told me. Let's see. But yeah, that's Oscar should work as well. Yeah, just go down level. If you have a stronger unit, then you wanna have a stronger pilot on it. But honestly, I think this is one of the good things about Zhen Qing, because it doesn't really limit yourself. But it doesn't really limit your build potential, because you can just put anyone on it, and it would just perform as good as, or perform as strong, or it perform better with stronger pilots, of course. But it would still good on its own, or it will still do good and do what it's supposed to do, even without a best pilot on it. So, I guess. And just switch pilots whenever a stronger one comes out. So, that's just how it goes. Yeah, again, this is what I guess this is like a general build. If your pilot doesn't have anti CCs and anti knockdowns, then this is what I will go for. Yeah, just anti knockdowns and or just full immune. And let's put on either Tilted Armor, or you can put on the Liquidated. The Liquidate, I couldn't say it, I don't know. The Liquid Armor, so yeah, that's that. And if your pilots already have a full immune, or if your pilots already have a full, knockdowns, then you can free up those space with with better units. So for example, if I put on Kaide, I mean honestly Kaide, I don't think Kaide will be the best on it. So Kaide already have full immune, that means you free up this with Rewind. I would suggest Rewind just cause as much defensibility as Qinglong has, it can be pretty fragile if you get caught off guard. So again, you have pretty mediocre stats. So one little push might just pop it. So, yeah. And honestly, if you don't have if you don't have I guess if you don't have the Rewind or something, and you have all-type lifesteal, for example, all-type lifesteal with this one, you can even try this as well, because Zhen Qinglong does a lot of damage, and all-type lifesteal might just be similar to Zenduche's lifestealing, just get their health back pretty fast. But if you want to go for a lifesteal build, I strongly suggest just to go for the claw, because again, yeah, if there's a lot of hits, it's more than enough to put it back to health. But if you want it to do more damage, the Electroplate will be the best option. If you want to go for more CCs, you can even go for Interruption Device. That will be also a good choice. But I still suggest, just to make it live longer, try to stabilize it. And I strongly suggest using Tilted Armor, just because you never know when you're gonna get one shot. even though now with a Euro one shot, it's even if you have firm steel, it's still not safe. So, good thing I saved my dive for taking for Merlin. Yeah, Merlin is pretty good. Yeah, Merlin is a pretty good CC unit. So. I put on Crab just because why not? Why don't you? Yeah, why not? Again, why not just have the 30% damage negation, right? So always good. Yeah. Oh, and for the core, right? Because some people have posted my builds when I'm not completing, so I'm just gonna go back to my general build again. So let me go back to my general build. And all these are for PvP. In PvE, you can generally use the same units, but you can use any pilots you want, honestly. And you don't need Firm Steel anymore, so and you're free to use the armor more suitable to the situation. And for PvE, I mean, this unit is not really good in the poster bosses, because it does electric damage, and bosses are usually full immune, so big sad. So alright, let me just put on again. Let me put on the full immune for anti-knockdown, 30% block. I honestly like Tilted Armor better. I like Tilted Armor better. I like 20% frontal damage reduction. Not bad. I actually will go for Electric Blade, because Electric Blade just does so much damage with Zhen Qinglong. Wow, it just does so much damage with Zhen Qinglong. I can demonstrate it later. So, plus 40%. Yeah, 40% electric damage. The attack increase, pretty strong. Yeah, that's what I will go for. But again, you can go with Claw if you want. It might even be a better choice, because it increases the melee range and is more survival orientated. So it's depending on what you want. So but I highly suggest, if you're running Electro Blade, I would definitely run a Love in your team, so at least you have some regenerative abilities, unless your pilots already have them. For example, if you use Barmov, that can already self regenerate. Then then you really need one. But I would suggest putting on Love just for Zhen Qing. So Oh, now for the core. The core, I always go for transition core because, first of all, more damage. More damage is always good, especially on Zhen Qinglong. Just more damage, more hits, and also the unique ability cooldowns, which is pretty powerful. You'll want that to you'll want it to do as much melee abilities or the unique ability as much as possible because you can use that because it will trigger the chassis. So that's why I will always go for transmission port. Some people will probably suggest you using repair core, for example, if you don't have buff or something. I think that may be better in the PvP settings, but I personally like it able to use this final alt more and for it to apply more of a token onto the enemy more. That's why that's what I prefer. But it's up to you on what you want to build. You can put on the health regeneration. You can put on I don't think Marching Core would be pretty good on it because the cleansing at frame 1 doesn't feel so but yeah, that should be about it. I guess you can also go for hydraulic, but I like the 40% melee damage, even though hydraulic can make a spam is even more, but that's what I prefer. And just again, build it according to the meta and build it according to the situation, and of course on how you like as well. You can try out all the builds and see for yourself what is the best and what is the best outcome. So try different pilots. This is one of the fun thing about Iron Saga is just you test out your builds in PvP to see if they will work. So yeah, definitely test them out between the build. So but yeah, this is what I will go for in EN if I am top in EN. But yeah, that's what I'll go for. That's what I will go for. And for the team, and of course build your team to complement or to try to complement for your for the Zhen Qinglong as well. So that is that. For the pets, aside from crab, again GA29 if you're not running either, if you're not running Chassis Stabilizer or anti-knockouts. If you don't have it, again there is really good alternatives. You can even have fork on it. You put fork on this one, fork, and you can put on GM01 for the firm steel. You can even go for the panda. The panda will be pretty good. Not a bad one, but this one, this panda. You also go for mantis just for further survivabilities. Yeah, who else? Yeah, honestly, yeah, as long they complement with the unit that doesn't buff something that the unit doesn't do, then you should be fine. Yeah, not bad. But yeah, that's what I will go for Zhen Qinglong. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. Just because honestly, it doesn't give you a lot of options in the first place, right? For the bullet, you either had to go for the claw or the electroblade. All the other ones are not really the best, not really the best parts for it. It's just using this one, but this is just the alternative before you get the electroblade and the claw. So, and Chance Stabilizer is a given for most units. Hard Shell is a given for this meta. And again, depending on the situation for the support, and depending on the situation for the coat, depending on the situation for the pet, and depending on the situation for the co-pilots. And the core, the core is the only part that you really want to have. The core is the only part that you can be more creative about it. With the regeneration, with either what's it called, the transmission core or hydraulics. So or the blue one. This blue one will be pretty good too, I think. Well, not pretty good, but it will also work on it. as well, if not better. So, alright, I think that's about covers everything. And for those who came late, we just talked about how ad is over, or the ad is over party. So this new part, destroyed ad, because it make clones nearby you vanish. So every second as well. So close it. Alright, so that's about it. And for the team setup, I don't know if I have time today to show. I will do it if I get more times. So right now I'm gonna fulfill a request real quick, because someone asked me to use Zhen Qinglong to fight against Qinglong. So I'm gonna see how it works, right? I wanna see how much Zhen Qinglong, or how much Qinglong it needs to kill Zhen Qinglong. So let's go into someone with Zhen Qinglong. Does anyone still have Zhen Qinglong left? I wonder. Hold on. Yeah, bear with me real quick. I'm just gonna find the Zhen Qinglong, because yeah, someone requested me to do that, and I'm gonna just do it real quick. And they want me to put blue parts on it. I mean, it won't make it more fair, but I want to see at the full performance. How much is the difference. So. Oh, and now in terms of if I think Zhen Qinglong is worth it or not, I definitely think it's worth it. Like worth the development. It doesn't worth. Yeah, I don't think it worth the development if you have extra super alloys. If you do not have extra super alloys, save. Save for Hila, save for Himiko, save for Har, save for, or even Merlin. I mean, Merlin is a bit iffy in my opinion, but again, if you want the most, or if you want the best money, or yeah, if you want the best units, or the most valuable units, you'll want a unit that is good in both PvP and PvE. For example, Lex will be a very good investment, even though Lex is not really good in PvP anymore. But say Himiko, right? Himiko is still pretty good in PvE now, and in PvP, very strong in PvE than PvP. So, what else? So yeah, that's. I guess, yeah, just make your own decision, I guess. Look ahead on my channel, right? If there's a unit that if there's a unit that you saw that you want, and you have limited super alloys, save. Cause you don't need, yeah, the thing is, yeah, you don't, cause the biggest is, you don't need Zhen Qinglong. But if you have it, it's a great asset, for you. Especially, now in the 12v12 arena where you want more units, right? So that'll be a very good option to have. So, but yeah, I guess I can suggest you to roll one of them, just to get you closer to the goal. Like, you'll spend less alloys on the development. But again, no rush, right? No rush, because it is a developable unit, so no rush. And if you want to go to top units, like if you want to use Zhen Qinglong as a meta, then it's almost impossible, because even when I mean, Zhen Qinglong was one of the units that can deal with act. Well, it doesn't deal with act, but it can be put into the team during the ad meta. Because the thunder can vaporize a lot, can just kill a lot of those clones, and the chaining of the electricity can also chain that along with the clones. So then they made an item that straight up counters ad. I guess I realized I would have made 2 OP. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, oh my bad. So you need to find Zhen Qing. Hold on. Yeah, let me find a Qinglong real quick. So what's it called? Yeah, I doubt anyone still have I doubt anyone have Qinglong. Poor guy. Let me see. Come on, someone have Qinglong, please. Please, where's? Why don't know I have Qinglong? if no one have Qinglong, then I'm just gonna use my own Qinglong to fight against the enemy's Zhen Qinglong. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, that might be better. So let me replace this with just Qinglong. Never mind. I don't even have it retrofitted. So yeah, hold on. But yeah, overall, great. And I hope everything I said was okay today, because I feel like I spoke too fast near the end. I don't know. As always, I mean, I try to speak slower and stuff, but it's big hard sometimes. Oh, there you go, someone with Qinglong. It's not retrofitted, but hold on. Who is this person? Okay, it's this guy. Alright, let me see if I can find one that is retrofitted, or that have it retrofitted. So let me see. Okay, Qinglong armor. You know what? Qinglong armor. Let's try it. Qinglong armor versus because you know they're more or less. Qinglong suit is better, so this should be better, right? And I think this team is not their best team. It might be. So you know what? Let me just put on the Kinapai, right? Let me put on Yingqi. Where's Yingqi? There you go. Or Yingling, and I'm gonna put on this part, yeah. And I'm not gonna put on full immune just to see what will happen. Anti knockdown, sure. This and that. I'm gonna put on I'll just put on, hold on. Yeah, I'll just put on this, just for stronger parts, I guess. Alright, go, and let's see how it goes. And then I go here, and I go to... It's this person, right? Nope. Nope. Where's the person again? There you go, and let's see how it goes. It's not Qinglong per se, but I mean, it probably do. That's not better than Qinglong. Wait, what? Oh, there you go. Now it's fighting. Wow, yeah, like Qinglong, you know, Zhen Qinglong can be pretty screwed by CC. So yeah, full immune might be pretty important. So definitely keep that in mind as well. And again, if the enemy have forks, then it's just GG. So yeah. So far, it haven't been doing. Oh wow, the old Qinglong just threw them, or just threw Zhen Qinglong. But yeah, Zhen Qinglong's attack is it's way too modern, right? It's way too. Oh, did you guys see that counter just missed? One of his big problems as well. Just missing some of the moves. How many was that already? I lose track. But if anyone knows how many Qinglong that takes to kill like a generic build, Zhen Qinglong, even though the pilot is not even good, I mean technically their pilot isn't good either. So, well, I hope that satisfied that person's curiosity. Again, if I use Qinglong against it, it might do worse because Qinglong suit is supposedly better. So, alright. Well, is there any more questions on Zhen Qinglong? I will try to answer them ASAP. So, anything? Nothing. Alright, if there's nothing, then I guess I'm gonna talk a little bit about the Odysseus. Yeah, the Odysseus. Where is it? So the Odysseus again. Join our corp if you want like a more organized, or like a more organized the experience, then join guilds. Again, you only have 3 more days, so, and you know, leaving the guild takes 24 hours. Then we share this to view as well. You know, turn to come join rabbits. Hello, welcome. We just finished the Qinglong, the Zhen Qinglong's review and the explanation. And if you want to rewatch it, you can just you can rewind it. Or if you want to ask any questions, feel free to ask me as well. Yeah, welcome, Bytra, welcome. Oh, not this one. There we go. But yeah, and I'm not sure if there's anything that you will want to know beforehand, because I think it's much more fun if you can just kind of like experience yourself. Plus, it might be a bit different from the EN version to the other version. So, just know that be careful when you put on. Yeah, it's hard to explain because I don't have access to it right now. Therefore, it's hard for me to like showcase you what you should be watching out for. Probably gonna do another live stream during it to do it. So, and before that, I'm actually gonna I'm actually gonna go into my own account, right? Just join. Yeah, just join Discord and put down an application. Most of our guilds, yeah, we always have guilds. Again, we always will have space, and it doesn't matter if you just start a game as well. You can that can still join. You can be the lowest, like that can be the lowest rank that you want. Yeah, there's no requirements. That's like, it's kind of like the higher the guilds will be reserved for stronger players, but technically there's no more like requirements for you to join. As long as you apply through our Discord, then there's no requirements for you to join. As long as you as long if you just apply to the guilds directly in game, then we will probably not accept people who is not in, say, top like 1,000 or something. So yeah, I guess that's how our recruiting works. So yeah, definitely come by. Yeah, come by our just join Discord, drop a thing on that. Oh, yeah, I saw. So spam the current event. Event is by far the best way to level up, or if you are lazy, right? For example, right now my main account in EN is actually like, yeah, my main account in EN is not even level 73 yet. Level 75 yet. Oh, let me accept someone real quick. I know someone sent me a friend request. Never mind. But yeah, so someone, yeah, okay, so, see, you just go into your main story and you just loot, right? You just loot, you press PvP, and then 3,600. 3,600, that means I need to do, I need like 90,000 to upgrade, but, you know, looting, if you loot all 40 stages every single day, I mean, again, you might, yeah, that might take a lot of stamina. Like, if you don't have a stamina, then you probably couldn't do it, but just make sure to do all the stories, ASAP, or not, yeah, make sure to do the event, or just loot them, like, if you want to speedrun to what's it called, to 275, so, anyway. I actually don't know what Odysseus is about. Is that PvE boss or PvP against other corps? It's PvE boss, mostly. It's kind of like, imagine you play like a normal mode, right? Like, imagine you go here, right? Imagine you're doing this, right? It's kind of like this, but you are doing with your corp, kind of like that. And you can capture points. It's kind of, that's a bit different, as you know, there's spaces that you can capture. And then sometimes you'll encounter a boss like this, you know, the king's color, like that. Or you'll, you know, come across the boss mode, the boss nodes. Just imagine it, yeah, again, imagine it like this, but with your whole guild. Yeah, imagine it like this, but with your whole guilds. It's pretty fun, I think. I think they could have made it a bit more interactive or real time-ish, but I think they did they did their best. So not too bad, not too bad. And the matchmaking system is pretty good as well, because you know you don't really need to leave your guild, right? You don't really need to leave your guilds because you will be paired with other active guilds. Like as long no one quits right after the event begins, theoretically your whole fleet will be 58 active players. Theoretically. So you don't need to worry about, you know, your guild members not joining. The only reason why you want to play with your guild members is just, you know, be more organized, right? For example, in our Discord, right? And we are playing that mode. Since we're playing that mode, we can just say, hey, I need help at this location. You know, we need help in that location. It's just more organization if you are in a guild and you're playing with your friends, essentially, as well. So that's also a plus. But again, if you're not in a guild like this, don't worry. You know, you'll be paired with active players. Yeah. You'll be paired with active players. But I highly suggest you guys join us. You know, yeah. Oh yeah, ticket event. Oh, I see. Don't worry, I believe, even if you didn't enroll it, once you reach level 70, and you can still join. But don't quote me on that, because I'm not sure if that is the case. But as far as I know, if you reach level 70, like if you enroll it before the due date, you'll just be automatically joining. Like, I guess, because you know, there will be a guild, like there will be a fleet that doesn't have the full, you know, 58 members, right? I think you will just be paired with a fleet like that. That's what I think. So I'm not too sure, because I'm not too sure. The one I saw is all 58 members, so yeah. But I'm gonna assume eventually, you know, like eventually there'll be a guild with only like 10 people, maybe, or there'll be a fleet with only 10 people, and the people who reach level 75 and press join will most likely just be joining the one that does have the most active players. So yeah, very nice. I'm not even enough level yet. I'm gonna do some grindings, and yeah. But yeah, that should be it for the Odysseus. There's a lot more fun stuff in there. You guys can, you know, try to explore it yourself. And also like what else? Oh, and if you're a guild leader, right? If you're running a guild yourself right now, you can actually contact me, and because we're trying to explain our alliance as well. Because you know, although we are Rabbit's guilds, we also have a lot of guilds that isn't in our, or we also have a lot of guilds that is in the alliance, but it's not Rabbit guilds, but it's in the alliance where we'll work together. In time like these, right? We'll work together. So, for example, Global, the guild Global is one of us, or you know, that is one of us in the alliance. So let's I'm actually going to this. Yeah, Rabbit Saga, of course, our main flagship build, the Rabbit Patch, Rabbit HQ, Rabbit Squad. All of these are Rabbit Corps. Small Rabbit as well. Global, ESFS. I'm not sure about new type. I don't think so. Yeah, Dinitium. Noisy Rabbit, of course. Let's see. Who else? Someone's skill is called None. That's funny. But yeah, where is it? Tavernium? Yeah, Tavernium is one as well. Tavern is also one. But yeah, see, these are the guilds that, yeah, these are the guilds that, that is, you know, that is, in this, yeah, that is, in our alliance. So, we'll always have space. Again, we'll always have space. And if you're a leader, yeah, again, if you're a leader of the guild, come contact me. We'll put you in in alliance, it'll help you, get more members as well, and stuff like that. Also, what happened to Tavern? Hold on. Tavern. Hold on, yeah. Tavern, I think you can clear some inactives. Yeah, Tavern. Tavern has like 34 players left. Cause I think you can just clear out most of the inactives. So, I guess if you guys want to join Tavern, come, or if you're a new player, Tavern will be a pretty good one to join, because Tavern is one of our alliances. I was the leader of this one, but I gave it to Dukin. I guess he is very keen on kicking inactives, so. Welcome. Yeah, just shoot me a DM, just tag me, or just tag me in our Discord, and I'll get you in. So, oh, also 1 second, cause I'm just gonna close my thing real quick, cause I'm actually gonna go into Tavern there real quick. So. There you go. Because come back rewards, get the gems, and then we're gonna impeach the thing. Perfect. Alright, awesome. Alright, so how do you say? Yeah, come join our guilds. We will, and again, we have a huge Discord as well. Oh, and someone 1666. And Kazuha just texted me. Let's see. And we have a lot of food. Yeah, our main item is here. Always in the server, need him. Huh. Nani? Why you... Hold on, wait, what? I thought Hakuma... traitor. I'm just kidding. I mean, Dianetium is one of us, so... Which is fine, I guess. Hold on. Let me, still get 200 things. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, I wanna ask something. What is the best co-pilot for Saga Kai 2 right now? Use Nana. Ironbone. Okay, that is not the best anymore, so... 1 second, right? I'm gonna... so... Let's go into... Saga Awaken, right? And, my bet on the... my bet on the Chinese, I'm gonna put on the... So, co-pilots, right? Co-pilots, I guess it depends, right? You want... let me double check what the thing does again. Okay. So, Masago doesn't have full immune, so that means your co-pilot will want to be something that... Yeah, your co-pilot will want to be something that, immune. Yeah, or you have your team as immune with, your co-pilot want to have someone that is, full immune. So, either put on Kaede, which, I don't know if Kaede would be a good option here. I don't think Masago get much buff. So, you can either put Kaede for the anti-immune, or you can put on... Yeah, if you don't have any, you can also put on her defense, this one, the pink haired girl, her defense is also very good anti-CC, as long as anti-CC is fine, right? So yeah, her defense anti-CC, every 3 seconds whenever it get hit by a status effect, it will, or whenever it get hit every 3 seconds, it will kind of like cleanse itself on the negative effects. It will be like, they will be immune to the status effect. It would, how do I say this word in English? It will negate the debuff and then heal 5%. So not too bad. If you don't have him either, then you can go with this person's defense. So this person's defense, his defense is, after 8 hits, regenerate ammo by 50%, and also, negate a debuff, and also increase its defensive action, as well. This is a good option. Or if you want to do, or if you don't want to care about those, you can just put on Kaede as well. But Kaede does have Kaede is special. If you don't have Kaede, there's also a free plunder from the Getter event that is him. So his special will also be useful. Anything anti-CC. And put on Chassis Stabilizer since that's what you want to do. Or you can put on, this with the G2A, but I suggest using Chassis Stabilizers. If you want Iron Bone, you can actually just use Aloe if you want. I mean, it's not as good as Iron Bone, but it is similar, kind of ish. But I suggest just put on Crab. If you don't have Crab, you can put on Mantis. And then like put on this one. Actually, yeah, you'll want High Power Beam, and Repair Core. At least that's what I'll go with, because or Standalone. Standalone is what I will go with. So, perhaps Tilted. But yeah, and you can put on some meme armor if you have this pet, the GM01. So like some anti-C. I mean, you don't have anti-CC here, right? So I don't know. You can put on some fork or something. Fork like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's usually how you build Saga Awaken. At least that's what I think. So, I hope that helps. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Also, what is the shell power used for Percy Glory? Yes, Charge Play. Yeah, that's what we use for Charge Play. So, Charge Play. Where is it? Here you go. This one. It should be the same icon in EN as well. So yeah, Charge Play. It's pretty good on Percy because I think it recharged his the Percy shield. So. Where's Percy Kai? Yeah. Percy Kai, I think is recharged, yeah, Diverse shield, so not too bad. Oh, but this is not the Percy build, so Yeah. Let me just put on. Yeah. Anything else, guys? Alright, hold on, let me open up my thing again. Hey, you guys are live. What is people talking right now? Qinglong worth getting? I just... yeah. See, well, just definitely I haven't watched it. Oh good, oh good. I might have got a bit ahead of myself. I might have spoke. Oh, hold on. I might have spoke too fast too. Also, you guys are live. The start by okay, so hold on. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh no, never mind, not a question. By the way, what is the best chapter to farm Infinity right now? I saw Literally use Infinity like a beast. I want to try Dukai as well. Yes. Yeah. What's it called? Infinity, very good. Very powerful. Okay. So, what I'm gonna suggest is to not map farm. Don't map farm it because the drop rate is oh my god. You don't wanna like physically farm it, I guess. So, 1 second. Let me see. I don't know what. Yeah, hold on. I don't know what Ian has gone to, but there was a stage. Yeah, there was a stage where I got mine. So it's one of these, somewhere here. Not here? Come on. This one, yeah. Okay, so 43. I believe 43 already have. Yeah, chapter 43. Chapter 43. And do expedition. Again, expedition is the best way to. For some reason, expedition gives you much higher rate compared to when you actually map farm. I'm not sure if it's because it's slower or something, but holy crap. Yeah, expedition on if there's a hold on, yeah, if there's another stage, they can go for another stage. But it seems like this is the only stage, so well, and 45. Yeah, if you have 45 unlocked, which I don't think Ian have unlocked yet. I think Ian is only up to 44, right? Yeah, I think Ian is only up to 44. So for now, you can go with 43 until 45 is unlocked in Ian. Yeah, yeah. Infinity Kai 2 is pretty powerful right now. It's probably one of the best quote-unquote free-to-play thing right now. Oh, and also, if you're going for Infinity, right? The fastest way is actually to make sure to do limited arena. Make sure to do limited arena. So I'm going to Ian, right? I'm gonna go to Ian, and I'm gonna go into no, so hold on. What can I? Hold on, yeah, Ian broke. Right, let me go into go to the thing, and then I'm gonna go into yeah. So again, since you're farming for Infinity, the fastest way to get it, honestly, is just make sure you do limited arena right here. Limited arena after you reach level 70. Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah, you need to be level 75. But yeah, after you reach level 75, go to the event store, and then go to. Oh my God, everything's locked for me. Hold on. Exchange supply station. I think the shop is locked for me for now, so let me go into this account. And then you can go to Endcoin shop, and you can exchange for Infinity's poster. But make sure to do them after you have a team that can one-shot Infinity first, because you want to have the best, the most efficient way to get it, right? So that's why make sure to have a team where you can one-shot Infinity consistently first before, doing them, I guess. So, and by far this is probably the best way. Yeah, limited arena is probably the best way to farm, quote unquote, for these hard to earn units. So, yeah, I hope that helps. And of course, make sure to do all of your normal, posters as well. I got Shin and Soda Kai, but not fully built yet. Oh, wait, you got Shin Getter Kai and Solar Occurring Kai. That's pretty strong then. Nice. Yeah, Shin, what's it called? Solar Korean it's eh. Yeah, it's not too good against bosses. It's not that good. It's pretty good in PvP and PvE maybe, but it's not too good in PvE against the post bosses. Shin Getter Kai, however, is pretty good. It's probably one of the best, even in NC right now. I mean, it's not the best, but it's one of the top 5 probably. So, hold on. Let me check on the. Also, time set each section after the stream, so you can just skip to the TLDR of it. Yeah. Alright, well, is there anything, anything else? Any more questions, guys? Oh, how many minutes left anyway? Don't tell me there's more people now. 7 people? Okay, yeah, it's going down, I almost got 20 likes. Hopefully, I think I started the stream a bit late today, so maybe that's the reason why we didn't get as much viewers. But yeah, usually we have more, so I don't know. Tekkaman, is it good or eh? Evil or not evil? Or Blade or Blade or evil? Evil is good in PvP. It's good in PvP. Blade is good in PvP too, but it it's not gonna. It's not as good as most banner units right now. So, what you mean? Between Tekkaman or between like the best units right now in the end? The best Tekkaman is evil. Because evil, even now, evil is just like a rock. Like, there's nothing you can really do against evil, I guess. Because, evil is pilot, entice the immunities. The evil pilot have immunities. You can just put on any anti-knockdown parts. Stack some, block chances. Have to spend some shield, and for the for the co-pilot, you can just put on, I don't know, love or something. You can put on anything you want. Yeah, because nothing can really touch it, I guess. Or not touch it, like nothing can really budge it. It will still die by taking a lot of damage, of course, but you can anti-evil. So, yeah, it's like you cannot, or it's hard to counter evil. There's less counter options, I guess. But 1v1 they kind of lack though, or yeah, depend on the build, I guess. Oh, my bad. I don't know. Probably shouldn't. Any more questions? That you're asking the Tekkaman, right? Like, that the best unit, or the best between Tekkamans, or? Yeah, again, see, Tekkaman, you see, there's nothing you can really do against Tekkaman, because, if you really, I also did a Tekkaman guide on it before, but I don't think I did it as, like, that great of a guide. But, like, just having it now, I can see how broken, it is. So, yeah. Shiba, yeah, boots, increase accounts, reduce, obsession, reduce most status condition duration by 100%. Full immunities, right there. Saying low chance of swapping target, that's pretty good as well. Reduce final damage received, also very well. And then you put on Tekkaman, evil, right? Tekkaman evil have a lot of, iframe, non-targetables. There's nothing, again, yeah, there's nothing you can, like, do about this guy. You just have to overwhelm it with firepower. Even though it's, even then it is hard. Because you have a revive. So, like, and also, the longer you draw the battle, the more Tekkaman Evil can one-shot you. Because, again, the more that it doesn't use a certain move, or, yeah, the more it doesn't use its, beam. The Tekkaman beam or something like that. The more it can just one-shot you, because it gets stronger as it charges. So, yeah, very powerful. But, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Alright, I don't want this stream to go too long, so let me see. 1 hour and 20 seconds. 11 viewers, welcome. We're already near the end. Like, this is the Q&A this is a Q&A session, so like yeah, actually let me show you guys my again my thing real quick. So again, like kind of show some love with to this guy, the Frost Raven. Someone actually drew me and tag Iron Saga. Oh, and he also make a lot of or yeah, okay, well, I don't know if it's a he or she. I'm just gonna say they. So they have they also draw a lot of, you know, Iron Saga memes, I guess. So yeah, Iron Saga memes, or Iron Saga, yeah, A Date with Violet. Oh wow, that's a really nice, yeah, that's really nicely drawn. Shenwu, because Ichi. Very nice, very nice. Yeah. Short hair Slowkai. Short hair Slowkai. Who are you, Becca? Yeah, wait, that's Among Us. Yeah, definitely show this. Yeah, definitely show this some support. Again, we need more, you know, artists for. Wait, he drew this as well, or yeah, they drew this as well. They drew the whole Saga's Awakening as well. Oh my god. Man, Mechas, yeah, Mechas are usually hard to draw. So, oh, Nikki. Oh, well, oh, and speaking of, this is a bit off topic, but again, if you guys play some other game like Tower of Fantasy, Terra Gear, Counter Side, stuff like that. We have guilds in that, you know, guilds in that game as well. So, gonna come by. Yeah, these are games that we have guilds in. So, if you play any of them, feel free to come by. Yeah. Come like this post. I think I can. Yeah. Hold on. Let me share it. Yeah, I think I share it again, right? I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna copy link. And I'm gonna go into my own, like, stream. Wait, what will happen if I go into my own stream? Oh, just do that. Okay, then I'm just gonna post it here. So, very, very awesome, very awesome. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, so... Alright, is anyone saying anything in the thing right now? Oh, that's right. Oh, Hilo might be coming next. Hilo might be coming, yeah, Hilo might be coming next, as the banner units. Let's see. You know, hopefully it does. Cause, if it does, I'm gonna create a meme. That a bit later. Then I guess you'll see what it is. But yeah, can't wait. Alright. Oh no, my at. Honestly, Hila is not the worst, the most of your worries. Like, as long as you're not running like 4 at, then you're fine, I guess. But the problem is, if you're running 4 at, then you might be screwed. But the scariest one is this one again. Yeah, if you just join, this is the at is over party. So this new part, completely destroyed at. No more ad anymore, guys. And feel free to share this. Yeah. Again, this is just within a radius. Every 1 second. Yeah, every second. Within a certain radius, but that will make the clone disappear, or that will randomly make one clone disappear. It doesn't destroy it, so X-Bomb won't work on it, or yeah, X-Bomb won't. It just vaporize it. So. This might be the true at ender. Maybe you can still run 1 at, maybe at most, but that's about it. So basically within a radius, every 1 second, clone dies, or clone doesn't die. Clone disappear. You just they erase the clone out of the existence. Yeah, and of course there's the small HP one. The only downside is it takes up the support part, which I mean it is kind of, yeah, I mean it probably needs to take out the support part. So that means you need to build it more, or that means, yeah, that means you want to put on a unit that already has, or you don't want to put on a unit that that already enters now. Yes. So I think you know what? Hold on. Let me grab one real quick. Do I? Hold on. Never mind. I don't think I have yeah, never mind. I don't have a, yeah, my bad. I don't have a part. Hold on. I have 9, so. But yeah, I want to see like what their effect is. But for the top players, right? For the top players who said, yeah, for the top player who talked about it, right? They say, it's the end of At. Like At is finally done. Cause the thing is, Gila does not kill At, because Gila just dies. You know, Gila cannot survive anything. So yeah, Gila couldn't survive anything. Therefore, oops. Yeah, again, Gila cannot. Yeah, Gila cannot survive. Therefore, Gila will just pop. But I don't know, I feel like that part might put Gila out of actual uses now. Cause like, now no one will really use Gila anymore to anti-Ad. They'll just put that part in. And Gila just become a good PvE unit now. That's it. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Send out people. I think we'll be streaming for 2 hours now. Again, join our Discord. Let me put my Discord link on a thing. So. Also, this stream seems to be, seems to be workable. You know, like my internet seems to be good enough for like almost real time. So, okay, if you want to join our Discord, this is our Discord. And yeah, let me see. Yeah, 2 hours and 2 minutes. I guess I'll call it a day. So thank you guys so much for coming. Yeah, thank you all so much for coming. Yeah, please consider sharing this stream, sharing this, you know, you can clip this, share it, and stuff like that. Yeah, see you guys later. I'll probably have a stream next week on something else, or maybe in the middle of the week. Depending on what happens. So, cause I didn't talk about, yeah, see you later, yeah. Because we didn't talk about, you know, the Paleo, you know, the Paleo Legends stuff, which I'll probably touch upon it next stream as well. So, yeah, we'll see. And we didn't, yeah, I didn't touch upon UMR as well. So, but yeah, yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for coming. Goodbye.